So it's your boy Aiden, and so I did a poll on Facebook, and well, not really a poll, really. I just asked, hey, if you had an interest in me sharing some of my short stories. So you're gonna have to bear with me. I probably wrote this in like 2008. I think it was about 2008, 2009, 2008, somewhere in there. It was a very long time ago now, and it's a short story. And so, to give you some context with this short story, for some reason, I really found the song Panic Switch, like, just absolutely thrilling. I don't know why. It's a really good song, but it inspired me to write a short story. And I hope this isn't plagiarism. I mean, outside of making a reference to the song, I think I can do that. I think I can. Like, I'm not using any of the lyrics per se, it just makes reference to the song plays. So if you've never heard the song Panic Switch by Silversun Pickups, I would highly recommend it. I think their whole library is pretty good. I don't really know it as well as I know the one song, but the one song Panic Switch I did like a lot. So here we go. This is going to be a bit longer. Sorry if my nose is a bit stuffed up. The weather here is a bit crazy right now, and it's messing with my sinuses quite a bit right now. So I'm having trouble breathing out my nose. But so here we go. Reflections of a Panic Switch. Her eyes glance upon a broken jar. His heart is a puddle of mush, marinating his doubts in this mush. The gooey blackness oozes from his orifice, a zombie in this disgusting world. Thoughts are racing in her head, detonator in hand. I could do it. I could nuke this whole goddamned world. The broken jar stumbles around. The broken man stumbles around, trying to find his way in the shallow existence, fumbling around in a haze. Like the zombie he is. The girl's view gets dizzying. The sounds of Panic Switch fills her head. Suddenly she feels a strong breeze on her skin. She looks down. Suddenly, dizzyingly, she falls backwards, falling on her butt. The detonator flies out of her hand. She desperately lunges for it. Click. It goes. She looks to the horizon and hears a kaboom. She sees a mushroom cloud in the distance. A wave flings her to the other side of the building. She watches as the flames engulf the city, turning it all to ash. She looks. Her hands thrust into cinders. She gets woozy. She hears Panic Switch in her head again, filling her head with a sound. It's deafening. She passes out. She hears the sounds of panic and chaos. She's a man. She's a man. He glows with the radiance as the sun beats down on him. This glow is like the atomic flames she saw the riders fire guns at the military forces. As they fire right back, bullets whiz in the air. As she and him walk closer together, as they draw nearer, a look of horror comes to her face. He's the same as before, the orifices all oozing, that blackness, the blank expression. He's the zombie. It's him. He lunges at her. She panics and falls. The zombie jumps on her and bites viciously at her throat. Biting into flesh, it grips her head, ravaging her flesh. She gets a dizzy spell and hears Panic Switch. The sound is beyond deafening. It's downright maddening. She can still taste the blood. She can't take it. It's all too much. The song, the violence, the constant worry. She can't take it. The music stops. She is in her room. Has padded walls. She looks around. Her head is banging with the sound of the song consistently stuck in her head. Her eyes fall upon a box in the room resting upon a pedestal. Alas, she walks over to it and sees it is quite arbitrary. She picks it up and gives it a good shake. It rattles inside. Click, she hears, and she sees the lock on the front is open. She opens it gently and sees a revolver and picks it up hesitantly. She looks it over. A single bullet in the chamber. She notices it has only 2 chambers. She notices a note in the box. It reads 50-50. Take the risk. She wonders if it's all a messed up dream. She searches it all for answers, but finds no soul. Is this what it come to? Her lot in life as a soulless heathen? She drops the note, places the revolver to her head, exhales slowly, and says, as a good friend of mine once said, fuck it. The bullet chamber swirls as she loses herself to the moment. Slowly, over so slowly. Time stops in her mind. She waits for the moment to pull the trigger and screams, fuck it. She pulls the trigger. She crumples to the floor. As her last breath, the last thing she sees is a button on the wall, and a sign next to it reads, in case of emergency, press button. In white letters, it reads, panic switch. So yeah, that's the short story that I wrote from a very long time ago. And there's this fun little graphic that I drew. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. I'm not a real artist either. I like to doodle, and that's about it. Really, I'm not that great of an artist, but I drew a little doodle. I went through this period in time where I like to I liked doodling music that I was listening to, so I would make my channel's profile picture right now is a doodle I did with a combination of the songs Say Anything and Senses Fail. It's two of their songs mashed together in one little doodle. You're only seeing a very small snippet of it, and maybe I'll show it if somebody shows an interest and wants to see some of my old artwork. I don't really draw anymore at all, but yeah, so that's the short story. This has been part 3 of my shotgunning effort today. And I'm just waffling now, so I will shut up. Yeet, or whatever the kids say.